Hello everyone, I would like to welcome you to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be doing something a bit more different this time. I'm going to be comparing and contrasting when it comes to fandom drama. But what dramas are we going to be talking about? Well, what I'm going to be talking about. Well, it's going to be comparing the Kero situation with just the overall brony situation that we have. So first I'm going to be talking about the brony stuff, and then we're going to go into the Kill the Wolf stuff. If anything doesn't feel right with this, it's that I'm trying to, talk more like me, and hopefully this brings out something good. So let us get started. Who's going to be on the list for the brony side? Well, I'm going to pick a few subjects. Well, not subjects, just people in general. Toon Critic, obviously, Dusky novels, Performance Major, and since a brand new light, Frozen Dusk. And I'm going to put it in an order that could articulate a bit of itself. What I mean is that I am going to do this in the order of when they were caught, and how each situation was handled, and how people strong with it. First, we're going to talk about Toon Critic. So, let's go. How Toon Critic was handled. Well, he was just some famous brony YouTuber. Well, I should put famous in quotations because only a small part of the internet thought he was famous. And he was caught for, pedophilia. The thing is how he was treated. There was a call that was showing that he was in trouble. People were going to get him in trouble and such. But here's the thing, is that with this type of information, you know what the people who were around his circle did? They didn't dispel that stuff beforehand. Is that they waited until, boom, people found out about the call. And then all these videos made by Vita, Jace, and other people were tearing down Toon Critic's career. Zack went off the internet, tried to become a furry. That failed. Is he in the Sonic fandom? Who knows anymore. But here's the interesting part of how the main people did it. We can say the biggest contender was Dr. Wolf, trying to put his forgiveness of anyone mentality with that, because based on his religion, and people have had a big backlash against that, and really thought that something like this does not deserve forgiveness, which is a majority ruling that something like this shouldn't be forgiven, and people had a conniption because of it. Now we look into stuff made by DeWill, Lightning Bliss, Golden Fox, and such about this situation. I am not hounding them on this at all. I am just using this of telling how situations were handled. With each video coming out by respectable people, aka Lightning Bliss and such, people saw a pattern. The backgrounds were looking the same silhouette next to the OC, them having similar scripts of how they felt betrayed and such. Everyone felt that, well, most people felt that it was a PR stunt of them trying to denounce Zack as their own. It's like, oh, we don't want to associate with him. It would ruin our reputation. That's how people saw it as, and that got a big conniption of itself. What was also a big conniption was how it was handled with authorities. There are people saying that he was brought to his case was brought to the FBI, and the FBI did jack nothing. Well, that's the true case about it. All I can say about that, it was poorly handled. People who knew him doing it more as a PR move, and that the situation could have been handled better, and that hopefully he wasn't in jail, or hopefully he is in jail right now, but we cannot, articulate with that unless we have actual evidence of him in jail right now. He might be just sulking somewhere in his house, hiding from all the past deeds he did. Now we're going to look into Performance Major, because this is a special case here. It's because that he admitted it while defending Toon Critic. His video was poorly received, very much so, to the point where a lot wanted his neck. Not a lot, but he was a voice actor. Performance Major was. And yes, he was handled better in this sort of situation. And what I mean by that is people who knew him threw him out, made sure that he was heard from everyone of his crimes, of everything that he did, and that he went off the internet. He is nowhere to be seen now. His Discord, his Skype, his YouTube channel, his Twitter been taken down multiple times by him, thinking that the situation was dying down, but that is a lie. Next, we're going to look in the Dusky novel. The situation is similar to Performance Major of how it was handled. That people went together, made sure to denounce this person outright at the spot, and making sure that if he ever tries anything, trying to get into fandom again, trying to do more stuff, that he will be caught dead right there center. And, well, it was a very well done made thing for the situation in hand. And now we're going to go into the latest one, Frozen Dusk. He was covered in 2 videos made by Fusion. I will be linking both in the description down below. And this is also show that this is a good example of how a situation should be handled. He used to be part of Fusion's group, kicked out immediately. Him trying to lie, he was instantly outed for his BS. And how that he was lying to others, saying that he never ERP'd with a minor. Well, that was a lie too. There was logs about it. As I said, both videos will be in the description, talking more about the situation. So what can we project from this? From the previous stuff to the newest stuff when it comes to the pedophile drama, when it comes to the brony fandom, is that the first, problem was solved poorly. And then as more and more stuff happened, people reacted how they should have. That they hounded each and every one of them, making sure that they don't do anything again on this internet. This vast internet, making sure that wherever they go, they will be watched. Now, how about we look inside of the Kero situation, because that is a very fascinating thing. Okay, I'm going to admit this. I thought at first that all of this was fake. I was in the crew thinking that everything was screenshotted, photoshopped, or whatever. That was before I knew that everything was actually real. And I'm putting this out before anyone tries to snip my tongue thinking that I said something else. I used to believe it was all fake. Now I know that it's all real. Kero did all this awful stuff of being a zoo sadist, being into zoophilia, having intercourse with his dog till the dog was slowly dying, and snake saying and all that. All that is real. We know that's real. We know that there's an investigation about him. That's good. People are people are staying away from him, making sure that he doesn't come back. Well, he's trying to come back, making videos, having dislikes and likes disabled. But we know that he will not come back ever of what he used to be. Shane Dawson's video about him, gone. Videos made by other popular YouTubers that he was worked with, gone. Situation as that handled greatly. Mr. Medica made amazing videos and streams about Kero the Wolf, and they were a great thing. Something that I wish that happened with the Toon Critic situation, that someone like Jim could spread the light a bit more, but at least we had it for the Kero situation. But here's the bad part, and it's not about Jim. It's about someone named Ashley. Ashley is the person who interviewed Kero the Wolf. And here's the thing. Kero was lying to Ashley. I mean, that's a bad thing, but here's the thing. Metokur used that interview in his videos. And Ashley didn't take kindly to it, saying that, oh, this stuff's not transformative. This is not fair use. So I'm going to give you this many hours to take it down, or I'm going to take it down for you. Well, that's the thing. The situation is already being handled. It's just that there's a side situation that's already been handled, and then you had more stuff coming out that Kero's a liar, Kero did all this. But here's the shortened version just to wrap this all up with Kero. He did something bad, people did the appropriate thing, and now hopefully he's going to be in jail. But I am very much skeptical of that, because of how people are still defending him. It's like I'm hearing that there's people defending him. That is just absurd. So, in conclusion, I'm gonna say is the situation from the Brownie fandom and the Furry fandom are similar, but in terms of how they were handled, both situations were handled in different lights. But the thing is, every one of them is bad. There's no, oh, this is the worst thing. Oh, this is the worst thing. Yeah, Kero's was the worst thing ever, that the rest are just kneeling down at the pedestal of how screwed up Kero and this zoo crew. But the thing is, when it comes to situations like this, you have to do what is accountable, appropriate for the situation. You gotta make sure that this guy is investigated, that this guy is no longer on anywhere, making sure to keep an eye on him so that he doesn't do anything harmful, that his lies do not spread. And the best thing out of all this is that people like this are gonna be gone. I'm very much looking forward to all these people being gone. And to tell you the truth, I don't mind them sleeping in a jail cell, fearing Big Bubba is going to do a bit more than sit next to them while they sleep. But that's my take on it. Hopefully this video was something for everyone here, and hopefully everyone has a good day. So take care.